All right, brothers and sisters, it's Carl Gerard, Only One Mic Podcast. I wanted to tap in on this story coming from Fox Business, and I want you to give me your feedback on it. It says that Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, has pledged to give away nearly all of his wealth by 2045. He also plans to close the Gates Foundation by then as well. Gates said that this decision was made after reading several books, particularly the 1889 essay by industrialist Andrew Carnegie called The Gospel of Wealth. Now, in that book, in that essay, I should say, Carnegie argued that the wealthy had a moral responsibility to use their fortunes to benefit society rather than accumulating vast personal wealth. He also believed that the accumulation of wealth by individuals, while driven by capitalist principles, should be used to address societal needs and improve the lives of others through philanthropy. Some of the keynotes that Carnegie had in that particular essay was a belief that the wealthy should be seen as trustees of their wealth, responsible for using it for the betterment of society. He also advocated for using surplus wealth for public institutions, programs, and projects that would benefit the common good rather than indulging in extravagant lifestyles. Carnegie also argued in an essay that the wealthy had a responsibility to ensure that their fortunes were used to improve the lives of others and address societal problems. He also criticized the practice of passing down vast fortunes to heirs, suggesting that the inheritance taxes could encourage wealthy individuals to donate their wealth to charity. Carnegie also acknowledged the role of capitalism in creating wealth, but he argued that this wealth should be used to benefit society as a whole. Carnegie famously dedicated a large portion of his wealth to philanthropy, establishing foundations, libraries, and other institutions that continue to serve society today. He believed in empowering individuals to help themselves, arguing that the best practice to address poverty was to provide opportunities for education, skills development, and upward mobility. Now, back to this topic, y'all. Bill Gates has already given away over $100 billion in his first 25 years and plans to double that amount in the next 20 years. Gates also wants to use his wealth to help solve urgent problems like preventing newborn and child deaths, eradicating disease, and reducing poverty. He also expressed concern that the major donor countries like the U.S., U.K., and France are cutting back on aid, which could impact progress on these global issues. So I just wanted to get your take on it because I know Bill Gates has been the center of a lot of different controversies and conspiracy theories in terms of his stance on education and the usage of AI in it, as well as the medical profession and the uses of AI. A lot of people look at that and say, well, I'm going to have, a robot for a doctor or a computer for a teacher. And he's pushing kind of that agenda. I don't know if this is a part of the upward mobility of what he plans to do in 2045. And of course, if you put your conspiracy theory hat on and you think like, what is the plan? Why would you all of a sudden want to give this away by 2045? A lot of people is definitely going to think that. I know he has now been publicly criticizing Elon Musk and Donald Trump's practices of handling the finances of this country, as well as their just approach to cutting down all of these different programs that we see today, such as, the DEI and everything like that. So he's been kind of getting at them about those things, as well as everybody else, I guess, that's been supporting them up until this point, until you see what it's all about. Topic for another particular episode. But I just wanted to tap in and get your thoughts on this. What do you think? Bill Gates all of a sudden wants to give away his fortune and also close the Gates Foundation, which I thought that the Gates Foundation was put up to benefit a lot of different things. But, and how do you think that this wealth will be distributed, amongst these different programs, whatever it is that he's trying to put together? We definitely will be keeping our ear to the grind on this one because I just thought it was just kind of all of a sudden to just say, I want to give everything away by 2045. And, again, if you put the tinfoil on, you'll probably think, well, is he sick? Is there something going on? Or, what is it that they know that we don't know? It's a whole thing. But hey, listen, tap in on them comments, y'all. Let me know what you think about this. Just let me know, do you think it's something to it? Do you think there's nothing to it? I don't know. I don't know at all. But I will address your comments. All right, so thank you for tapping in, guys. Again, it's Carl Jawad, The Only One Mic Podcast. Catch us on Instagram and X at The Only One Mic P1, Facebook and LinkedIn at The Only One Mic Podcast. And you can email us directly at theonlyonemike00@gmail.com. Please, guys, make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. It's a little effort for you, but it's a big thing to us, and we really appreciate when you do it. Once again, it's Carl Gerard, The Only One Mic Podcast. Peace.